Okay, welcome back to episode 2 of the Mueller Report audiobook. Thanks for joining me. We're up to page 14 of volume 1. Part 2, Russian Active Measures Social Media Campaign. The first form of a Russian election influence came principally from the Internet Research Agency LLC, or IRA, a Russian organisation funded by Yevgeny Viktorovich Prigozhin and companies he controlled, including Concord Management and Consulting LLC and Concord Catering, collectively Concord. The IRA conducted social media operations targeted at large US audiences with the goal of sowing discord in the US political system. These operations constituted active measures, a term that typically refers to operations conducted by Russian security services aimed at influencing the course of international affairs. The IRA and its employees began operations targeting the United States as early as 2014. Using fictitious US personas, IRA employees operated social media accounts and group pages designed to attract US audiences. These groups and accounts, which addressed divisive US political and social issues, falsely claimed to be controlled by US activists. Over time, these social media accounts became a means to reach large US audiences. IRA employees travelled to the United States in mid-2014 on an intelligence gathering mission to obtain information and photographs to use in their social media posts. IRA employees posted derogatory information about a number of candidates in the 2016 US presidential election. By early to mid-2016, IRA operations included supporting the Trump campaign and disparaging candidate Hillary Clinton. The IRA made various expenditures to carry out these activities, including buying political advertisements on social media in the names of US persons and entities. Some IRA employees posing as US persons and without revealing their Russian association communicated electronically with individuals associated with the Trump campaign and with other political activists to seek to coordinate political activities, including staging of political rallies. The investigation did not identify evidence that any US persons knowingly or intentionally coordinated with the IRA's interference operation. By the end of 2016 US election, the IRA had the ability to reach millions of US persons through their social media accounts. Multiple IRA-controlled Facebook groups and Instagram accounts had hundreds of thousands of US participants. IRA-controlled Twitter accounts separately had tens of thousands of followers, including multiple US political figures who retweeted the IRA-created content. In November 2017, a Facebook representative testified that Facebook had identified 470 IRA-controlled Facebook accounts that collectively made 80,000 posts between January 2015 and August 2017. Facebook estimated that IRA reached as many as 126 million persons through its Facebook accounts. In January 2018, Twitter announced that it had identified 3,814 IRA-controlled Twitter accounts and notified approximately 1.4 million people Twitter believed may have been in contact with an IRA-controlled account. Structure of the Internet Research Agency. This is heavily redacted due to an ongoing matter. The organisation quickly grew. Redaction. The growth of the organisation also led to more detailed organisational structure. Just read the footnote here. Social media influence in the 2016 US election hearing before the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, 115 Congress, 1st of November 2017. Testimony of Colin Stretch, General Counsel of Facebook. Okay, so that's where that reference came from. They're quoted as saying, "We estimate that roughly 29 million people were served content in their news feeds directly from the IRA's 80,000 posts over the 2 years. Posts from these pages were also shared, liked and followed by people on Facebook, and as a result 3 times more people may have been exposed to a story that originated from the Russian operation. Our best estimate is that approximately 126 million people may have been served content from a page associated with the IRA at some point during the 2-year period." The Facebook representative also testified that Facebook identified 170 Instagram accounts that posted approximately 120,000 pieces of content during that time. Pardon me. Facebook did not offer an estimate of the audience reached via Instagram. Moving on to page 16, there's a number of redactions there. Talking about the structure of IRA, two individuals headed the IRA's management, General Director Mikhail Bistrov and its Executive Director Mikhail Burchik, and a number of redactions here. As early as spring 2014, the IRA began to hide its funding and activities. Redactions because it's an ongoing matter. The IRA's US operations are part of a larger set of interlocking operations known as Project Lakhdar. Again, more redactions due to an ongoing matter. Funding and oversight from Concord and Prigozhin. Until at least February 2018, Yevgeny Viktorovich Prigozhin and two Concord companies funded the IRA. Prigozhin is a wealthy Russian businessman who served as the head of Concord. Some more redactions due to an ongoing matter. Prigozhin was sanctioned by the US Treasury Department in December 2016. Numerous media sources have reported on Prigozhin's ties to Putin, and the two have appeared together in public photographs. Some more redactions there due to an ongoing legal matter, no doubt. A number of redactions on page 17. We're moving on to page 18, which is pretty much all redacted. There's nothing. All page 18 is redacted due to an ongoing matter. Moving on to page 19, the IRA employees were aware that Prigozhin was involved in the IRA's US operations. More redactions. In May 2016, IRA employees claiming to be US social activists and administrators of Facebook groups recruited US persons to hold signs, including one in front of the White House that read, "Happy 55th birthday, dear boss," as an homage to Prigozhin, whose 55th birthday was June 1, 2016. More redactions. The IRA targets US elections. The IRA ramps up US operations as early as 2014. The IRA's US operations sought to influence public opinion through online media and forums. By the spring of 2014, the IRA began to consolidate US operations into a single general department known internally as the Translator Department. Redaction. IRA subdivided the Translator Department into different responsibilities ranging from operations on different social media platforms to analytics, to graphics and IT. Some more significant redactions due to ongoing legal matters regarding IRA. So page 20 is fully redacted. Moving on to page 21, that's pretty much redacted too. Again, we're talking about the IRA Internet Research Agency, that's what they're called. IRA employees also travelled to the United States on intelligence gathering missions. In June 2014, 4 IRA employees applied to the US Department of State to enter the United States while lying about the purpose of their trip and claiming to be 4 friends who had met at a party. Ultimately, 2 IRA employees, Anna Bogacheva and Alexandra Krylova, received visas and entered the United States on June 4, 2014. Prior to travelling, Krylova and Bogacheva compiled itineraries and instructions for the trip. Some more redactions there about that detail. US operations through IRA-controlled social media accounts. Dozens of IRA employees were responsible for operating accounts and personas on different US social media platforms. The IRA referred to employees assigned to operate the social media accounts as specialists. Starting as early as 2014, the IRA's US operations included social media specialists focusing on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. The IRA later added specialists who operated on Tumblr and Instagram accounts. Initially, the IRA created social media accounts that pretended to be the personal accounts of US persons. By early 2015, the IRA began to create larger social media groups of public social media pages that claimed, falsely, to be affiliated with US political and grassroots organisations. In certain cases, the IRA created accounts that mimicked real US organisations. For example, one IRA-controlled Twitter account, @10_GOP, purported to be connected to the Tennessee Republican Party. More commonly, the IRA created accounts in the names of fictitious US organizations and grassroots groups and used these accounts to pose as anti-immigration groups, Tea Party activists, Black Lives Matter protesters, and other US social and political activists. The IRA closely monitored the activity of its social media accounts. And there's some more redactions about the IRA's activities there. Moving to page 23, we got more redactions about IRAs. By February 2016, internal IRA documents referred to support for the Trump campaign and opposition to candidate Clinton. For example, redaction, directions to IRA operators, further redactions there. Main idea: use any opportunity to criticise Hillary and the rest, except Sanders and Trump. We support them. More redaction. Focus on the US presidential campaign continued through 2016. In 2016, internal redaction reviewing the IRA-controlled Facebook group Secured Borders. The author criticised the lower number of posts dedicated to criticising Hillary Clinton and reminded the Facebook specialist it is imperative to intensify criticising Hillary Clinton. IRA employees also acknowledged that their work focused on influencing the US presidential election. And then some more redaction there with regard to that point. US operations through Facebook. Many IRA operations used Facebook accounts created and operated by its specialists. Some detail there is significantly redacted. IRA Facebook groups active during the 2016 campaign covered a range of political issues and included purported conservative groups with the names such as Being Patriotic, Stop All Immigrants, Secured Borders, Tea Party News, purported black social justice groups such as Black Matters, Blacktivist, Don't Shoot Us, LGBTQ groups such as LGBT United, religious groups, United Muslims of America. Throughout 2016, IRA accounts published an increasing number of materials supporting the Trump campaign and opposing the Clinton campaign. For example, on May 31, 2016, the operational account Matt Skyber began to privately message dozens of pro-Trump Facebook groups, asking them to help a pro-Trump rally near Trump Tower. To reach larger audiences, the IRA purchased advertisements from Facebook that promoted the IRA groups on the news feeds of US audience members. According to Facebook, the IRA purchased over 3,500 advertisements, and the expenditures totaled approximately $100,000. During the US presidential campaign, many IRA purchased advertisements explicitly supported or opposed a presidential campaign or promoted US rallies organised by the IRA, discussed below. As early as March 2016, the IRA purchased advertisements that overtly opposed the Clinton campaign. For example, on March 18, 2016, the IRA purchased an advertisement depicting candidate Clinton and a caption that read in part, "If one day God lets this liar enter the White House as a president, that day would be a real national tragedy." Similarly, on April 6, 2016, the IRA purchased advertisements for its account Black Matters, calling for a flash mob of US persons to take a photo with hashtag Hillary Clinton for Prison 2016 or No Hillary 2016. IRA purchased advertisements featuring Clinton were, with very few exceptions, negative. IRA purchased advertisements referencing candidate Trump largely supported his campaign. The first known IRA advertisement explicitly endorsing the Trump campaign was published on April 19, 2016. The IRA bought an advertisement for its Instagram account Tea Party News, asking US persons to help them make a patriotic team of young Trump supporters by uploading photos with the hashtag Kids for Trump. In subsequent months, the IRA purchased dozens of advertisements supporting the Trump campaign, predominantly through the Facebook groups Being Patriotic, Stop All Invaders, and Secured Borders. Collectively, the IRA's social media accounts reached tens of millions of US persons. Individual IRA social media accounts attracted hundreds of thousands of followers. For example, At the time they were deactivated by Facebook in mid-2017, the IRA's United Muslims of America Facebook group had over 300,000 followers. The Don't Shoot Us Facebook group had over 250,000 followers. The Being Patriotic Facebook group had over 200,000 followers. And the Secured Borders Facebook group had over 130,000 followers. According to Facebook, in total, the IRA-controlled accounts made over 80,000 posts before their deactivation in August 2017, and these posts reached at least 29 million US persons and may have reached an estimated 126 million people. US operations through Twitter. A number of IRA employees assigned to the translator department served as Twitter specialists. This is redacted with detail covered up. The IRA's Twitter operations involved two strategies. First, IRA specialists operated certain Twitter accounts to create individual US personas, and some more redaction. Separately, the IRA operated a network of automated Twitter accounts, commonly referred to as a bot network, that enabled the IRA to amplify existing content on Twitter. Number of redactions there, particularly in the footnotes as well. Moving on to page 27. The IRA operated individualized Twitter accounts similar to the operation of its Facebook accounts by continuously posting original content to the accounts while also communicating with US Twitter users directly through public tweeting on Twitter's private messaging. The IRA used many of these accounts to attempt to influence US audiences on the election. Individualized accounts used to influence the US presidential election included @10_GOP, described above, @Jen Abrahams, claiming to be a Virginian Trump supporter with 70,000 followers, @Pamela Moore 13, claiming to be a Texan Trump supporter with 70,000 followers, and @American First, an anti-immigration persona with 24,000 followers. In May 2016, the IRA created the Twitter account March for Trump, which promoted IRA organised rallies in support for the Trump campaign, described below. Some more redactions there. Using these accounts and others, the IRA provoked reactions from users and the media. Multiple IRA posted tweets gained popularity. The US media outlets also quoted tweets from IRA-controlled accounts and attributed them to the reactions of real US persons. Similarly, numerous high-profile US persons, including former Ambassador Michael McFaul, Roger Stone, Sean Hannity, and Michael Flynn Jr., retweeted or responded to tweets posted in these IRA-controlled accounts. Multiple individuals affiliated with the Trump campaign also promoted IRA tweets, as discussed, which will be discussed below. Just checking the footnotes at the bottom of 27. For example, one IRA account tweeted, "To those people who hate the Confederate flag, did you know that the flag and the war wasn't about slavery, it was all about money?" That tweet received over 40,000 responses on Jen Abrams' Twitter account. And that's okay in the footnotes. Moving to page 27, IRA botnet activities. Couple of paragraphs redacted there. In January 2018, Twitter publicly identified 3,814 Twitter accounts associated with the IRA. According to Twitter, in the 10 weeks before the 2016 US presidential election, these accounts posted approximately 175,993 tweets, approximately 8.4% of which were election-related. 8.4, is that what it said? Yeah, 8.4%, yeah. Twitter also announced that it had notified approximately 1.4 million people who Twitter believed may have been in contact with an IRA-controlled account. US operations involving political rallies. The IRA organised and promoted political rallies inside the United States while posing as US grassroots activists. First, the IRA used one of its pre-existing social media personas, Facebook group and Twitter accounts, for example, to announce and promote the event. The IRA then sent a large number of direct messages to followers of its social media account, asking them to attend the event. From those who responded with interest in attending, the IRA then sought a US person to serve as the event's coordinator. In most cases, the IRA account operator would tell the US person that they personally would not attend the event due to some pre-existing conflict, or because they were somewhere else in the United States. Oh dear. The IRA then further promoted the event by contacting US media about the event and directing them to speak with the coordinator. Poor sucker who got sucked into that one. After the event, the IRA posted videos and photographs of the event to the IRA's social media accounts. The office identified dozens of US rallies organised by the IRA. The earliest evidence of a rally was a Confederate rally in November 2015. The IRA continued to organise rallies even after the 2016 US presidential election. The attendance at rallies varied. Some rallies appear to have drawn few, if any, participants, while others drew hundreds. The reach and success of these rallies was closely monitored by some redacted material here, so we don't know what the special counsel found in that regard. Just checking the footnotes on this page. Yeah, nothing. Here's an Instagram post. Good evening, buds. Well, I'm planning to organise a Confederate rally in Houston on the 14th of November, and I want more people to attend. So that's an example of the sorts of social media posts that occurred. So we continue on to page 30, which is fully redacted. There's nothing on page 30 I can read. Page 31, from June 2016 until the end of the presidential campaign, almost all of the US rallies organised by the IRA focused on the US election, often promoting the Trump campaign and opposing the Clinton campaign. Pro-Trump rallies included 3 in New York, a series of pro-Trump rallies in Florida in August 2016, and a series of pro-Trump rallies in October 2016 in Pennsylvania. The Florida rallies drew the attention of the Trump campaign, which posted about the Miami rally on candidate Trump's Facebook account, as discussed below. Many of the same IRA employees who oversaw the IRA's social media accounts also conducted the day-to-day recruiting for political rallies inside the United States. Some more redactions there. And we have in the report a graphic of an IRA poster for Pennsylvania rallies. Miners for Trump, bring back our jobs, says the graphic. And an advertisement for a rally in October the 2nd. Targeting and recruitment of US persons. As early as 2014, the IRA instructed its employees to target US persons who could be used to advance its operational goals. Initially, recruitment focused on US persons who could amplify the content posted by the IRA. Moving to some further redactions there. IRA employees frequently used an investigative technique that is blocked out. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to contact and recruit US persons who followed the group. The IRA recruited US persons from across the political spectrum. For example, the IRA targeted the family of name redacted, and a number of black social justice activists while posing as a grassroots group called Black Matters US. In February 2017, the persona Black Fist, purporting to want to teach African Americans to protect themselves when contacted by law enforcement, hired a self-defense instructor in New York to offer classes sponsored by Black Fist. The IRA also recruited moderators of conservative social media groups to promote IRA-generated content, as well as recruited individuals to perform political acts such as walking around New York City dressed up as Santa Claus with a Trump mask. Further redactions due to harm to an ongoing matter. As the IRA's online audience became larger, the IRA tracked US persons with whom they communicated and had successfully tasked, with tasks ranging from organising rallies to taking pictures with certain political messages. Oh my goodness. And in the footnotes on these pages are just examples of Facebook messages and ID numbers for direct posts that were made at the time. More redactions as we move on to the next page. Interactions and contacts with the Trump campaign. The investigation identified two different forms of connections between the IRA and the members of the Trump campaign. The investigation identified no similar connections between the IRA and the Clinton campaign. First, on multiple occasions, members and surrogates of the Trump campaign promoted, typically by linking, retweeting, or similar methods of reposting, pro-Trump or anti-Clinton content published by the IRA through IRA-controlled social media accounts. Additionally, in a few instances, IRA employees represented themselves as US persons to communicate with members of the Trump campaign in an effort to seek assistance and coordination on IRA-organised political rallies inside the United States. Trump campaign promotion of IRA political materials. Among the US leaders of public opinion targeted by the IRA were various members and surrogates of the Trump campaign. In total, Trump campaign affiliates promoted dozens of tweets, posts, and other political content created by the IRA. Posts from the IRA-controlled Twitter account at 10_GOP were cited and retweeted by multiple Trump campaign officials and surrogates, including Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, Kellyanne Conway, Brad Pascal, and Michael T. Flynn. Just looking at the footnote here. For example, Donald Trump Jr., 10_GOP, breaking thousands of names change on voter rolls in Indiana, police investigating. So these are examples of the sorts of tweets retweeted by Donald Trump Jr. Another one, breaking voter fraud by counting tens of thousands of ineligible mail-in Hillary votes being reported in Broward County, Florida. So the footnotes just have some examples of those sorts of tweets. These posts included allegations of voter fraud as well as allegations that Secretary Clinton had mishandled classified information. November 7, 2016, post from the IRA-controlled Twitter account Pamela Moore 13 was retweeted by Donald Trump Jr. On September 19, President Trump's personal account, Real Donald Trump, responded to a tweet from an IRA-controlled account at 10_GOP, the backup account of 10GOP, which had already been deactivated by Twitter. The tweet read, "We love you, Mr. President." IRA employees monitored the reaction of the Trump campaign and later Trump administration officials to their tweets. For example, on August 23, 2016, the IRA-controlled persona Matt Skiber Facebook account sent a message to a US Tea Party activist writing that Mr. Trump posted about our event in Miami. This is great. The IRA employee included a screenshot of candidate Trump's Facebook account, which included a post about the August 20, 2016 political rallies organised by the IRA. Footnotes to this page give examples of these Twitter posts and retweets by Eric Trump, Kellyanne Conway, etc. There's a number there on page 34. Moving on to page 35. Contact with the Trump campaign officials in connection to rallies. Starting in June 2016, the IRA contacted different US persons affiliated with the Trump campaign in an effort to coordinate pro-Trump IRA-organised rallies inside the United States. In all cases, the IRA contacted the campaign while claiming to be US political activists working on behalf of a conservative grassroots organisation. The IRA's contacts included requests for signs and other materials to use at rallies, as well as requests to promote the rallies and help coordinate logistics. While certain campaign volunteers agreed to provide the requested support, for example agreeing to set aside a number of signs, the investigation has not identified evidence that any Trump campaign official understood the requests were coming from foreign nationals. In sum, the investigation established that Russia interfered in the 2016 presidential election through active measures, social media campaign carried out by the IRA, an organisation funded by Prigozhin and companies that he controlled. As explained further in Volume 1, Section VA Infra, the office concluded, and a grand jury has alleged, that Prigozhin, his companies and IRA employees violated US law through these operations, principally by undermining, through deceptive acts, the work of federal agencies charged with regulating foreign influence in US elections. Russian hacking and dumping operations. Beginning in March 2016, units of the Russian Federation's main intelligence Directorate of the General Staff, or GRU, hacked the computers and email accounts of organisations, employees and volunteers supporting the Clinton campaign, including the email account of campaign chairman John Podesta. Starting in April 2016, the GRU hacked into the computer networks of the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, DCCC, and the Democratic National Committee, the DNC. The GRU targeted hundreds of email accounts used by Clinton campaign employees, advisors and volunteers. In total, the GRU stole hundreds of thousands of documents from the compromised email accounts and networks. The GRU later released stolen Clinton campaign and DNC documents through online personas, DC Leaks and Guccifer 2.0, and later through the organisation WikiLeaks. The release of the documents was designed and timed to interfere with the 2016 US presidential election and undermine the Clinton campaign. The Trump campaign showed interest in the WikiLeaks releases, and in the summer and fall of 2016, we had a redaction. WikiLeaks' first Clinton-related release, redaction, the Trump campaign stayed in contact, redaction about WikiLeaks activities. The investigation was unable to resolve redaction WikiLeaks' release of the stolen Podesta emails on October 7, 2016, the same day a video from years earlier was published of Trump using graphic language about women. A GRU hacking directed at the Clinton campaign. GRU units target the Clinton campaign. 2 military units of the GRU carried out the computer intrusions into the Clinton campaign, DNC and DCCC. Military units 26165 and 74455. Military Unit 26165 is a cyber unit dedicated to targeting military, political, governmental, non-governmental organisations outside of Russia, including in the United States. The unit was subdivided into departments with different specialties. One department, for example, developed specialised malicious software and malware, while another department conducted large-scale spear phishing campaigns. Just checking the footnotes on this page. A spear phishing email is designed to appear as though it originates from a trusted source and solicits information to enable the sender to gain access to an account on network and causes the recipient to, to download malware that enables the sender to gain access to an account on network. And then a further redaction, a Bitcoin mining operation to secure Bitcoins used to purchase computer infrastructure used in hacking operations. Military Unit 74455 is a related GRU unit with multiple departments that engaged in cyber operations. Unit 74455 assisted in the release of documents stolen by Unit 26165, the promotion of those releases and the publication of anti-Clinton content on social media accounts operated by the GRU. Officers from Unit 74455 separately hacked computers belonging to state boards of elections, secretaries of state, and US companies that supplied software and other technology related to the administration of US elections. Beginning in mid-March 2016, Unit 26165 had primary responsibility for hacking the DCCC and DNC, as well as email accounts of individuals affiliated with the Clinton campaign. Unit 26165 used investigative technique redaction to learn about redaction, different Democratic websites including Democrats.org, HillaryClinton.com, DNC.org, and DCCC.org. Further redaction began before the GRU had obtained any credentials or gained access to these networks, indicating that the larger DCCC and DNC intrusions were not crimes of opportunity but rather the result of targeting. GRU officers also sent hundreds of spear-phishing emails to the work and personal email accounts of Clinton campaign employees and volunteers. Between March 10, 2016 and March 15, 2016, Unit 26165 appears to have sent approximately 90 spear-phishing emails to email accounts at hillaryclinton.com. Starting on March 15, 2016, the GRU began targeting Google email accounts used by Clinton campaign employees along with a smaller number of DNC.org email accounts. The GRU spear-phishing operation enabled it to gain access to numerous email accounts of Clinton campaign employees and volunteers, including campaign chairman John Podesta, junior volunteers assigned to the Clinton campaign's advance team, informal Clinton campaign advisors, and a DNC employee. GRU officers stole tens of thousands of emails from spear-phishing victims, including various Clinton campaign-related communications. And that brings us to the end of our episode 2 of the Mueller report audiobook. Brings us to the end of page 37. Making good progress. A lot of redactions mean things can go fairly quickly. Get this up to YouTube and stay tuned. We'll start working on episode 3.